Good morning, Karen Barney, back again with another pop-up live. Today we're going to be using the Rebel deck. It's kind of a fresh deck, so fair warning, okay? If you're interested in some tough love, we're going to do pulls, random pulls from the chat after a short reading here. We'll see what's happening for everybody. So this is a little different. It's not yes or no questions as I normally do after the road ahead, which, by the way, is already uploaded and will be live at, not live, pardon me. It will be available at 10 a.m. this morning. That's our weekly forecast. So what's happening? What is it that we need to see today? What is the opening reading for everyone joining us, please? This is the Gustav Klimt deck, one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite artists. So we have the Fool out. And the Knight of Wands. So, you may be charging off in different directions and not really sure how you're going to do this, how it's going to happen, how you're going to maybe you don't even know where you're going, right? Just, this is, by the way, Sagittarius energy here. It's actually fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but we do have that new moon total solar eclipse coming up on Monday. And I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely feel the energy of, I'm a little bit scattered these last few days. I know that there are new things that I want to take on, and I've got a lot of enthusiasm and heart for all of them, but I haven't decided which one to really pursue yet. And that's where the intentions are going to be important here. Here's the Empress coming out to tell you that you need to create this new direction. You need to decide what you're going to put your energy into. Got a message for me, looks like. So we have an extra one that pulled out here, so we're going to take that too. So the Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Empress, and our King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio there, right? Feeling a little bit detached from what it is you want to do. It's, this is also a very kind and nurturing energy here, but, there's something about it that's different. It's not quite that. I think you realize that something needs to come to an end in order for you to birth something new. So it may be that, you're a little bit woe is me because there is something that needs to come to an end, and you're a little bit, maybe withdrawn from the energy of ending it. But at the bottom line here, my friends, we have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is that you're doing, it is going to be, I would say, a happy ending, a fortunate ending, an ending that is going to allow you to bring it full circle and close this cycle of melancholy, close this woe is me. Now, our Fool has a big step to take. Where is he taking this? The King of Cups there is calling me back. So let's start there. What is the King of Cups here for, please? Why is off the table, guys? Let's see. It's a choice, absolutely. The Lover's card, the Gemini card. So what is it you are deciding here, my friends? It may have to do with a partnership. It may have to do with a relationship. How did I get so crooked today? There we go. It may have to do with a relationship. It may have to do with a choice that you are making, maybe within a relationship, within a family situation, but it is a personal choice for you. And you know what? You're kind of agonizing about it. You're not sure which way to go with it. Tell me about our King of Cups. The King of Cups, please. What is the decision? Let's see. And the Three of Swords. It's most definitely difficult and painful here, my friends. There may have been some disappointment in this. There may have been some difficulty in the situation. And I don't know, maybe is it better to end the relationship even, or just the situation? Now, I think it's really just a chapter here because we have the World. It's not necessarily the total end of the relationship, but it is most definitely an end to the difficulties, I would say, bringing in the happiness. So, our Sagittarius new moon, total solar eclipse on Monday is all about starting fresh. This is, I believe, the end of a 20-year cycle. So what are you going to do? The Knight of Pentacles. Yes, we need a plan. We need a solid, steady, practical plan. And sometimes, we can't run off helter-skelter or willy-nilly, all of those phrases, right? We have to approach it from a cautious, perhaps, point of view and take measured steps. This guy moves very slowly, the Knight of Pentacles. So one bite at a time, my friends. You've got to decide where you're going to put your energy. Now, this again could be about a relationship, but it's definitely a choice to move away from the discomfort, to move away from the pain and sorrow of perhaps these last 20 years. Now, it doesn't have to go back that far, my friends, but you understand what I'm saying. Here's our Fool card. Where is he running off to? Our Knight of Wands is someone that is very enthusiastic and confident. So whatever it is you're looking at, you definitely feel like you can get it done. You feel like you can do it. And, the problem is your focus is not directed yet. And that is what needs to happen. So I'm taking this as a message for me too here today. The focus needs to change. The focus needs to be more directed. Here's the Justice card and the Four of Cups. So whatever it is you're working on here, my friends, you're trying to balance things out. So you may have been going helter-skelter, willy-nilly in a lot of different directions, looking for ways to fill your cup. It's time for things to balance out. It's time for things to be made right, made fair. That is, by the way, the Libra card. So let's talk about what is ending here. Here's our Queen of Swords. So there may have been a hasty decision here. The Queen of Swords can be rather abrupt. She can be matter-of-fact and blunt. She's very logical and unemotional in her choices here. And, the Four of Cups is really the only emotion we have here other than our King of Cups. So what is happening here, my friends? Are you deciding to change, I think, what's at your heart's center, what's at your core, what you want out of perhaps life, out of a relationship, out of a situation? And here's our King of Cups again, along with the Ten of Cups. Well then, all right, well, how is this changing things? Your choice to leave behind all of this sadness, I would say, my friends. I think this King of Cups is whoever is listening, whoever strikes, or whoever this reading strikes. Okay, this decision that you may have made may have been out of a little bit of emotional reserve, meaning you didn't want to get involved. But here it is. It's back again. All right, the Death card brings things around. It is most definitely an ending, but here we have a rebirth as well. So you've got to decide how to weigh your heart against the feather here. Where is your true heart? Is your heart pure in this situation? And direct the focus so that it can fill your cup. Because it will, my friends. The Ten of Cups is here. It will be that fulfillment and contentment that you are, in fact, looking for. What's down here? We have to see now. The Emperor. And what is this? This is our Nine, the Hermit. So you are on the right path here. And the Wheel of Fortune, bringing it around. And here's our Queen of Swords to bring it full circle. So the decision you make is going to, I say, cure a lack, whether that's a lack of heart, a lack of balance, a lack of fairness, a lack of finance even. So times are changing, my friends. Times are changing. Yay. All right, let's use our Rebel deck. This is what we're going to be pulling from today. So fair warning, it is a little bit fresh. And if that's your thing today, stick around. We'll be pulling cards for everybody. All right. Okay, get some blanking sleep. You're being an ass because you're blanking tired. Face to pillow now. All right, so here's the deal. We've all been running ragged. We are exhausted from our global pandemic. We are exhausted from staying at home. We are exhausted from working to keep things going throughout this crisis that we've all been through. And, it's kind of like head in hand. Where are we headed next? I've got a lot of irons in the fire, but I really need a plan to balance this out. You are, my friends. Get some rest. It will come to you. And I think really it's about biding our time through this energy of these next, I want to say 2 weeks, the solstice and then the full moon at the end of the month on the 30th. So going to be an interesting next couple of weeks, my friends. Have no doubt things are changing. All right, let's say good morning to people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, I want to let you know, too, the moderators that we had before, I have rescinded them. Okay, so I don't have any moderators today, not for any particular reason, but I just felt like I would like to be in control of things now. And I do appreciate everyone that was a moderator and all of your input. Feel free to email me at clearconnectiontarot@gmail.com if you'd like to be a moderator in my lives. I would welcome the help. I need to get a couple of ground rules down with the moderators before we start again. All right, so where are we going here? Let's see. We are pulling at random from the chat. Let's say good morning to some people. Isatu, welcome back. Sheila, nice to see you. Brick City Beauty, thank you so much. Sally, who else? Lisa, good to have you with us this morning. Tony Linnell, good morning. All right. Tough love on the table. Who's interested in a card here today, please? Don't forget the road ahead is coming out at 10, but I will be reading in my shop today in Port Salerno, Florida. If you're in the area locally, it's 1 to 5 p.m. today and tomorrow on Sunday. So Saturdays and Sundays, I'm there. All right. Anyone interested in a card? Isatu, I believe this is for you. Now, I told you this is tough love, okay? Isatu, you are being shady. Now, that doesn't mean that you're being, I don't think there's guilt involved here, but you're being slick, okay? You're being quiet about what you're doing. Watch out. Blank could get ugly. So, Isatu, a little bit of a warning there for you. Make sure whatever you're doing is on the up and up. Make sure that, you're being true to yourself. You don't have to tell people about it, and that could be what they're seeing as shady. You didn't tell me. How come you didn't say anything? Well, you know what? You don't have to say anything about what you're doing. And watch out. Things could get ugly. So, Isatu, what do we have going on here? The Queen of Cups. I think you're keeping things to yourself because you don't want to appear as vulnerable, or you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to let anybody see that soft side of you. So, if it's a legal situation, stay the way you are. Keep things to yourself. This woman doesn't tell anybody anything about her feelings, okay? So if it's a feeling situation where people are considering what you're doing shady, and again, that is not necessarily out of guilt or I think it's more stealth than out and out deception. Okay. It's stealth. You're doing things for your own benefit so that you can gain your balance, so that you can regain your perhaps trust in people. You're going to sit back. You might wait and see how things go. All right. And stay out of it for a little bit and watch out. Blank could get ugly. So bide your time here, Isatu. I think that, keeping your distance and being stealthy about what you're doing is the best road. Hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, Lisa, we're not answering yes or no questions. We're going to be pulling an oracle card. So if you want one of those, by all means, say so. All right, Sally. Let's see Sally. Sally, tough love. This is, I don't know if I mentioned it, the Rebel deck. It is a fresh deck. It advertises itself as the Oracle with an attitude. 0 filter, 0 blanks, all fun. All right, so I think these are meant lightheartedly, but however it resonates for you is, of course, the important part. So Sally. What's the card for Sally? Get the blank out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So Sally, you better get back to better. Listen to me. You may want to get back to what is truly in your heart. Get out of your head. All right. Sometimes our mind takes control and it leads us to places that, down rabbit holes that are not necessarily good for us, when what we have in our heart is truly what is best for us. Get into your heart. It misses you. Sally, what's at the heart of the matter? What's at the heart of your goal? What is it you truly want? And how are you going to bring that back? Here's the Fool. Well, you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone, Sally. And it may be a situation where, you're not quite sure how you're going to land. It's a big step that you're planning on taking. But get out of your head, because it's only going to mess with your confidence. All right? Get the blank out of your head. Get into your heart. It misses you. Take the big step if it's truly in your heart, Sally. Where'd it go, Sally? I know it flipped. What does Sally need to see? Okay, well, the Death card and the Three of Wands. This is the start of your future. This is the start. This is where you make the plans. Plan your future truly from your heart, Sally. The Death card, of course, is an ending, a transition, right? So you're in the process now of getting out of your head and getting into your heart and really making things that are in your heart happen. And they are going to manifest here. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So you may have been feeling a little bit out of sorts. You may have been feeling like, what did I get myself into? How am I going to do this? Get the blank out of your head. Get into your heart. It misses you. Okay? Follow the light at the end of the tunnel, Sally. All right, who's next here? Oh, I love seeing everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How about Sheila? Sheila, you still there? Sheila, what's the one card Sheila needs to see, please? Sheila, you need some blanking yoga in your life. Ancient blank is cool. Ancient is cool. Okay, so get back to basics. Get back to your roots. Get back to the meditation. Get back to the yoga. Get back to your rituals that keep you on an even keel, that keep you cool. I think you need to zen out. You need some blanking yoga in your life, okay? So not only is it exercise, it's mental exercise as well. It's about controlling your body, controlling your mind, controlling your spirit. Spirits are meant to run free. I shouldn't have said that. But there's a core strength in being able to control your mind and where it leads you, okay? Because the mind controls where we go, but at the same time, our spirit can control the mind. At least that's what I believe. So you need some blanking yoga in your life. I would say ancient is cool. So get back to the rituals that keep you focused, that keep you balanced, that keep you on the right track, okay? So if it means you need to take a time out for a floral milk bath, wouldn't that be lovely? Or maybe you take a yoga class or just walk the beach, whatever is available to you. Get your focus back. So that you can bring it full circle here, okay? The World card, so that you can bring it to a successful conclusion. That's going to help clear your mind. It's going to settle things for you so that you can move to the next step. You know, the World is the end of a chapter. It's the end of an event, the end of a life, a life path, okay? Just because we have one life doesn't mean that you have one life path. You can do a number of things. So there is a chapter that's closing. You need to work on where you're going next. You may need some blanking yoga in your life to help you focus and get on track again. Sheila. All right. There you go, Sheila. Get the mat out again. All right. Let's see. Sally, I was just reading your comment about your husband, so this must be for him. You are giving too many blanks, okay? The art of not giving a blank is really where it's at right now, because you've got to let stuff go. Give zero. That's what I thought. Okay. Give 0 blanks for your husband, Sally. Whatever is going on, it is a situation that, you know what, you got to say, blanket. Here's the 8 of Cups, exactly. It's starting to topple. It's time to walk away from it. It's time to leave it, okay? I don't know if you can save this. This tower is crumbling. 10 of Pentacles. It's financial too. It may be about your security. It could be about a family situation. You've got to let it go, all right? In order to keep the peace, in order to keep the family intact, to keep it together, you've got to let it go. You've got to keep 0 blanks. One more card here, please. The Hanged Man. Wait it out. So, Sally, that's for your husband. Wait it out. Bide your time. Hang out where you are and let it settle around you. Give 0 blanks. Okay? All right. Who's next? Toni Linnell. Let's see what's happening for Toni Linnell. Toni Linnell. Take a blanking trip, Toni. Go see some stuff. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. You know, sometimes we get all tied up in our own stuff and we think we are badass. And you know what? Truly we are. But there's always someone cooler than us. Okay? So take a blanking trip. Go get out, see the world, Toni Linnell. Go see some stuff. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. This deck makes me laugh. I hope you find it amusing as well. I think many times it really does get to the core of things, though. Toni Linnell, the Magician out for you. It's all at your disposal. It's all at your control. You have the tools, the intellect, the intuition, and the skills to get whatever it is you want done. So go see some things. Take a blanking trip. Now, taking a trip doesn't mean that you have to even leave the house. You can take a trip in your mind's eye and make some decisions on where you want to go. Go see some stuff. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Now, talk to people maybe face to face. It could be over the internet. It could be that you are doing research and listening to what you see, what you hear, what you read, and they may be, in fact, cooler than you. Giving you some new skills, giving you an eye-opening to do some new things. Yes, exactly. The Judgment card. So this is a new beginning here. This is about atonement as well. So figure out where you need to leave behind and rise up again. All right. The Judgment card is also about forgiveness too. So I want you to know that it's time to forgive yourself if there's anything in this as well. Okay, take a blanking trip. And again, it doesn't have to be in the car, on a boat, on a plane. It can be in your own backyard, in your mind's eye. You know, the computer, the internet is a wonderful thing. It leads you to all kinds of things you may not have been aware of. And it's going to give you the opportunity to choose and bring you to kind of a crossroads here of where you're going. And there is most definitely an ending coming up. So you're going to finish something, but you're still looking for the new idea yet. You're still looking for the new beginning, Toni Linnell. All right. Anyone else interested in a card? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Guys, I'm kind of having a go around with YouTube. So if you guys could like, share, and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. I want to create some traction for these lives and for the channel. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. Thumbs up if you like this idea. All right, who are we shuffling for? Oh, detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some stuff out. I don't know who that's for, but somebody needed to hear that. All right. Who are we choosing for next? Let's see. Happy birthday, TMP. I am the 25th of December. Capricorn here. Fellow Capricorn. Let's pull for TMP 1224. Okay. You look like a shit show. Sorry, tough love on the table this morning, okay? So you got to pull it together here is what I think. You're a hot mess, fact. Clean yourself up, okay? So pull it together, TMP. I know it's been a rough road for Capricorns in particular, but the 17th Saturn is moving to Aquarius. And personally, I cannot wait. All right, little T in tarot. Thank you for indulging me. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. TMP, what do you need to take care of? This is the week to do it, okay? And I'm going to say that because we have our new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. And then on the 21st, after Saturn moves TMP, is that 0 degrees Aquarius solstice, Jupiter, Saturn conjunction, okay? This is where we begin again. This is where all of us, not just Capricorns, but this is where we start fresh, my friends. So pull it together. You look like a blank show. I don't think that's personal. I think maybe your situation may look like that. It's a hot mess. Fact. Clean it up. TMP. There's our 4 of Swords and the Hanged Man. Both cards of weight. Both cards of being, a little bit hesitant, a little bit stuck. Okay, you may have been in healing mode, but it's time to release yourself from that. And rest assured, TMP, this is voluntary. So, we may have been, or Capricorns in general may have been feeling a little bit held back. But, it's too simple to say that we held ourselves back. There have been a lot of planetary energies that are, holding us back so that we can see what needs to be healed, so that we can see what we need to clean up, okay? And I think that we're coming out of this hot mess situation. One more card here, please, for TMP. TMP. Here's our Capricorn card, the Devil. Get out of your ego, okay? You got to give up the fact that, shoulda, coulda, woulda, all right? The Devil card is about temptations and addictions and lust and passion and all that good stuff, but it's also about obligations and responsibilities. And, sometimes you may feel like you have to do that. You're obligated to do that. And you know what the truth is? It'll sort itself out on its own most of the time. So whatever it is that you are facing, that is the shit show here, pull it together, clean it up. You've spent a long enough time in it. It's time to get out of it. And you know what? It's not necessarily your responsibility. I need one more card here, TMP. Sorry. Here we go. Thank you very much. I couldn't leave it at that. The sun, okay? So listen, that is the solstice there, TMP. I will tell you that things are going to be brighter, beautiful, and much more optimistic after our solstice. Now, not everything is going to change on the solstice, so just bear that in mind. But you've got to get out of your ego. Take responsibility for what is yours, absolutely. But clear the rest of the way. Clear the rest of the hot mess out of the way and let yourself off this pole you've been hanging on, okay? It's time to get back out into life. It's time to make some things happen for you, for Capricorns in general. It's time to get busy. Okay. Who do we have next? You're very welcome, TMP. Thank you very much for being with us. Happy birthday, Cindy, too. 26, 24, 25, 26. Any other December Capricorns here? Big City, I think you're also, right? All right, who are we pulling for next? Next. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. All right, let me see. Lisa MacArthur. Well, Lisa, it looks like you get 2. All right, so get some sleep. Get some blanking sleep. You're being an ass because you're blanking tired. Face to pillow now. Now, we saw that earlier. This one, don't blanking force it. All that shit, allow that shit to come to you. Allow it to come to you. So just take a chill pill, Lisa. Take a step back, get some rest, face to pillow, okay? You know, sometimes a day in bed with the dog and a movie is not a bad thing, okay? Allow that stuff to come to you. Allow it in. Don't blanking force it. Get some rest and let it come in, okay? Sometimes we have to back off a little bit. Where are we here? Lisa MacArthur. The end is near, Lisa. The finishing point is coming in. You're in transition. And you know what? You can't force a transition. You do what you can. You make the steps that you need to make so that you can move forward. But sometimes, you know, you just need to take a step back and let it come. Allow it to come to you. Don't blanking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay, here it is. It's right there. It's coming. Nine of Cups, wishes, dreams, hopes coming in. Lisa, almost having it all. You know, I think it is so close. You can taste it. And you've been relentless. It may be time to take a step back. Have a day in bed with the cat and a cup of tea. All right. Take a day off in whatever area you're in and go get into nature again. Ground yourself and allow that stuff to come to you. One more card here, please. What does Lisa need to know? Seven of Cups, you've got options, okay? It's not set in stone. The transition may have been moving in a particular direction, but it's not in stone, okay? You can still make changes to it. And remember, my friends, not just Lisa, but free will is always in play in all of these readings, all right? This is up to you how you handle what your next steps are. Just because tarot gives you some perspective and advice doesn't mean it is what is going to happen, okay? It can be altered by your free will. The transition, Lisa, is most definitely upon you, but how you handle it is up to you. All right. Anybody else? Of course, Brick City Beauty. Let's do Brick City Beauty. If I've missed you, if you've been in the chat for a little bit, type it again. That's how this works. I don't scroll back and forth. Good morning, EW. Nice to see you back again. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. It is kind of a new way of doing things for me. So there's that expansion coming in with the total solar eclipse, starting a new path here. All right, we're talking to Brick City Beauty today. Brick City Beauty. Oh, here's a little tough love, Brick City Beauty. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Now, Brick City Beauty. Let's see what's going on here. What does Brick City Beauty need to know, please? Eight of Pentacles. So, there is some work to be done, I would say, Brick City Beauty. It may be about changing jobs. It may be about finding work. It may be about putting something together, something that you've been working on. All right. I think you said you're a Capricorn, right? Yes. This is, suck it up. Suck it up. Make something change. Okay. This is our season coming in, and make something change. Put it to work for you. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. The Hermit. You've got to find that path. You may even need to get some guidance, whether that's legal, physical, mental, spiritual guidance, whatever kind of guidance. Maybe it's just talking to a dear friend, okay? Get some input from others. Stop blaming others for your shit. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. Okay, Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit. So you are working on a new path. And I do think that after our solstice, after Saturn moves, after this total solar eclipse, you're going to find a new path. But right now, you're still working on it. So pull it together. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Last one here. The Magician. Pull a rabbit out of your hat, okay? The Magician. You've got the tools. Capricorns are very wily and creative. We know how to get things done, Capricorns in particular, right? So search for that path. Speak to others. Get the advice, get the guidance that you need, and work on changing whatever the situation is. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others. Pull it together. It's not everyone else's fault. All right, Brick City Beauty. Sometimes the love is a little tougher than others. All right. All right. Anybody else interested in a card? I love the conversation. Thank you so much. Don't forget the road ahead is coming out at 10 o'clock. Cindy. Good morning, my friend. What's happening for Cindy? It's the one card Cindy needs to see. Okay, so we go from get some rest to stop sleeping so damn much. All right, Cindy? Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. All right, so now that could mean that you are, in fact, sleeping in your bed or wherever a little bit too much, and that may be a result of some emotional distress, okay? So if you need some nurturing, then find it wherever you can, but you've got to wake up. It could also be a mental wake up. Wake up. You're missing some cool stuff, all right? So while we are mired in that emotional turmoil that may keep us in our bed and sleeping so much, the depression, the anxiety, the uncertainty. Sometimes, we need to get back out and see what we may be missing. And, sometimes we have to force ourselves to do that. Wake up. You're missing some cool stuff. Cindy, the Five of Wands. You're in the midst of a turmoil. You're in the midst of a conflict here, and it feels like it's close. It feels like it's hand-to-hand combat. So, you may be missing an opportunity to change that. Wake up. How are we doing that? Here's the Lover's card. So it may be a conflict within a relationship. It may be a choice you have to make. So now, again, wake up doesn't have to mean that you're sleeping in your bed. It may be that your emotions are sleeping. It may be that your mind is sleeping. It may be that your thought process is on autopilot. Okay. You need to maybe change that. Wake up. You're missing some cool stuff. Now, the Lovers is that choice generally within a partnership. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. You could be negotiating something with someone, but this is a conflict, I feel, in your emotional well-being. So you have a choice to make. Wake up. You're missing some cool stuff. And the Death card, there is a finishing point to whatever it is you're going through, Cindy. Pardon me, hold on. There is a turning point here, and I think you're the one that is going to make the choice in the turning point. So wake up. What are the signs that you may be missing? What is the opportunity that may be in front of you that you are conflicted about and have a choice in? Cindy, we've got one more card that just flew out for you. And it is the Fool, Cindy. So take that leap of faith. If you've been looking at something and conflicted about whether or not to take it on and finish something, maybe even the relationship, finish. I think this is emotional distress that's been causing you to sleep too damn much. Stop sleeping so damn much. So wake up to what is possible here. What is the opportunity that's here? It's already in play, but you have to choose to accept it, and you're conflicted about that. So take the big step, take the leap of faith, because the Fool, even though it's dangerous, even though he's uncertain about where he's going, he still takes the big step, okay? Because he has to. It's destined. Cindy. All right. Anyone? Oh, Jazzy, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. I would love to have a card for you. My friends, you can skip the queue by, just as Jazzy did, making a donation or a super chat. I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. Jazzy. Okay, Jazzy. I told you, tough love. Stop blanking whining. Stop whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Jazzy, it's all in your hands. What's going on for Jazzy? What's going on for Jazzy? No one wants to listen to your whining. Complaining makes you weak. It does. It makes you appear like you are helpless is not the right word, but it doesn't endear you to those around you either. No one wants to listen to that whining. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. It's in your hands, Jazzy. Here's our Three of Swords. And you may have been through a very difficult period, but you are, in fact, on the other side now. The Three of Swords, when it shows up, is typically behind you. It's something you've been through. And while everyone, feels things on different emotional levels, not everybody wants to hear about it, okay? Two of Wands. This is time for you to take action and take action to change your world. This is, you've got to be able to put this behind you. And I apologize if this is a very deep and deep grief. Sometimes this is just a disappointment. Sometimes it's a true loss. And I don't mean to be callous in the fact that I say you need to put it behind you, but it is something that you need to stop talking about. Okay. Here's the thing. The longer you talk about what happened and disappointed you, or the loss that you had, the longer you live in it. And complaining makes you weak. Not only does it make you look weak, but it makes you weak. It saps your strength. It saps your energy. Okay, you have the strength to change your world. So get out there and do it. And my cards do not want to shuffle right this second. Here's our Two of Wands for you, taking that next big step, taking the directional change here. What do we have? The Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So you've been hanging around in this limbo for long enough. Long enough, Jazzy. It's time to get out. Okay? It's time to be finished with it. You've got to build a plan for your future. You've got to put the right projects, components, and people together so that you can get yourself out of this stuck phase. Okay? And here's where it changes. And it changes at your hand. Stop whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. All right? Get out of your own way, Jazzy. Thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. All right. I'm sorry it's been a difficult time frame. I told you guys, tough love on the table, right? A couple of you talking about spanking. I know, and it kind of takes me aback sometimes when I pull that kind of card. But we knew going in this was tough love. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else need a card? If I missed you up above, Linda, absolutely. Yes, I think I missed you yesterday in the relationship pulls. I'm going to continue to do these, guys, just to, I don't know, spice things up a little bit, right? Linda, remember, tough love. Linda, what's happening for Linda? Well, Linda, sometimes we need a good blanking cry. Sometimes we need that, as I said, day in bed to heal ourselves, to pull it together. You need a good blanking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Purging is huge. And that's exactly where we are, my friends. We are bringing a huge cycle to a close. So purge that crap. Get it out of your system. Get it off your chest. Get it out of your head. All right? Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. So I don't know. Do we need to watch Sleepless in Seattle? Do we need to watch Christmas Vacation? Do we need to watch a movie that hits home for us and lets us have that ugly cry so that we can purge and move on? Linda, the Death card seems to be all over the place today, doesn't it? That is the ending. You've got to let go of the cycle. You've got to look at the light in the tunnel and face the transition head on. And here's the Lover's card again. So choice within a relationship, my friends. Is it ending, Linda? Is it changing? Is it morphing? Are you now moving toward a choice? Are you moving closer to a choice? Is that ugly cry going to let your soul be free and lighter so that you can make the choice that's best for you, the transition that you are in? It's already there. You're already in it. And I think you're in the darkest part of it right now. And I don't know that you can actually see the light, but after a good blanking cry, you may be starting fresh. You may be able to see what's coming in for you and see the opportunities and choices that are coming in so that you can distance yourself from whatever you've been crying about. Okay? Purge it, my friend. Now, our Seven of Swords can be seen as a little bit of deception. So you may have had a situation that you have to choose to end something because someone was deceptive. Someone was not above board. And, it hurt. It was painful. It was difficult. And now, the choice is maybe to end something so that you can move on. If that's the case, Linda, then purge it. Have that cry. Do what you need to do. Eat some ice cream. Do whatever it is that gives you comfort. Get that ugly cry on and let it go. Your soul will thank you. Linda. You're welcome, Linda. Sandy, I think everybody's getting a kick in the bum today. We're going to start with Thitapa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thitapa. Thitapa. What does Thitapa need to know? Take a blanking trip. Now, you saw me shuffle, so you need to get out and see some things. Go see some stuff. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you, the Tapa. So it's about expanding your horizons. It's about expanding your viewpoint too. Go see some stuff. Take a look what's at the bottom of the deck too. The Fool card here at the top. So it is about change. Look at that. It is about changing. I think not only your outlook, your attitude. Get out there, and you may think you're the cat's ass, but we're not always the cat's ass in all things. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. What are we weighing? What are we going after? What are you deciding? You may be trying to balance some finance and not able to actually take a trip. So do that, through the wonders of the internet. I just saw oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the group, but on Facebook, I took a virtual tour through the Amalfi Coast. Yes, it was fabulous. Here's the Hermit. So you are deciding what is next on your path, and you may not see it quite yet. So go see some stuff, the Tapa. Go look at some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. All right. You're not the be all end all. You're not the know it all in this. Take a blanking trip. Okay. The Hermit, get some guidance. The Hermit is also what is on your path, shining the light, trying to decide what is next for you, what is on your path. I think you may have already heard what's on your path, but you need to do a little bit more investigation about where it is you're headed. Go see some stuff, do some new things, talk to people cooler than you to get the guidance, to get the direction that you need. One more card for Tapa. Two, Four of Wands and the Magician. You may have been home too long, Tapa, okay? It's time to start fresh here with the Magician. It's time to manifest what it is you've been looking for. Now, you could be manifesting a steady and strong foundation here, a happy home. Certainly that's possible, but I do believe it's time for you to get out on your new path, and it's at your doing. You have the skills, the intuition, and the integrity too is the word they're giving me. Integrity to do what's best for you, and sometimes that is about getting out of the house. Take a trip, go see some shit, do new things, talk to people cooler than you, Tapa. All right. Let's see what's going on. Like, share, and subscribe, my friends. I love reading the comments, and I appreciate all of your support. So who's next? This is tough love, okay? So be prepared. This deck does not sugarcoat it. Ali deck. Ali deck, what's on deck for you? What's on the table for Ali? Okay, shit is going down with your job, Ali. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or blanking quit, okay? So it is a situation where, this is a tough love, but, you have to do what you need to do in this. Stuff is happening there. And it may not be to your benefit. So you've got to decide where you're taking this. You've got to decide how you're handling it. This may be a little bit of a preemptive strike. Ali, this is you. Ace of Wands. This may be a little bit of a preemptive strike that you are taking. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or blanking quit. It is in your power. Now, I'm not telling anyone to leave their job, okay? This is up to you. This is your perspective on it, okay? This is a situation where little piece of lint there driving me crazy. You have the power. You have the strength. And, you may be looking to expand your growth as well. Maybe this job is not what's good for you. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or blanking quit. Now, reevaluate. Do you really want to stay there with the changes that are happening? Change your perspective. Can I live with it? Can I take it in? Can I be part of the new growth? Is my passion strong enough for what I'm doing? If it's not, then they're telling you to take your power back and choose the direction of what's happening in your job. Yes. All right. So not only are you regaining your power through whatever you're changing here in your job, blank is going down with your job. Ali, reevaluate, change your perspective, or blanking quit. Now, I think that you regain your power here. I think that you take charge of the direction that you want to go in this. All right. If things are changing at work and you're not happy with them, then take them into your own control and do what is best. Do what is going to bring you the satisfaction and sunny outlook that you deserve in life, right? The sun, beautiful, vibrant, generous energy. Nothing grows without the light of and warmth of the sun. So get out into the sun, take control of what it is you need to do for your own job, for your place. This one is just after me. And the 8 of Pentacles, there it is, your work, your job, okay? What you're working on. Now, what you're working on may not be just your job, but this card mentions job. So it might be that there are other things that you are working on as well that are going to help you change your perspective or reevaluate your position. Okay. And if you can't live with it, then maybe you need to stay there, but change your attitude, change your outlook toward it. And you know what? I think you're going to be in a very powerful position, Ali. All right. Anybody else? Let's see. So these are not necessarily subject directed. This is just blanking tough love. Okay. This is a fresh deck. It's got lots of swear words in it, and lots of attitude. So be prepared. If you ask for a card, you may not like what you hear. All right, let's see. Whitney Fields, are you still here? Whitney. If I've missed you in the chat, just type it again. I don't scroll up and down, okay? Whitney, what's happening for Whitney? What is the tough love Whitney needs to hear? That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Now, that's a nice one. Whitney, whatever it is you're working on, get after it. That project, that person, that idea is waiting for your input. It's waiting for your inspiration. It's waiting for your action. Get after that stuff. The world has your back. Whitney, what's going on? The world has your back here. So it's about confidence in whatever it is that's on your plate. Get after it. Maybe you don't feel like the world has your back. Oh, hold on. But you know what? It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to step into whatever is going on, okay? The world has your back. Get after whatever your project is, whatever that person is, whomever that person is, whatever the idea is that's waiting for your next step. Get after it because it is time to put it in action now. Whitney. 6 of Swords. Time to make peace with whatever has gone on in the past. Time to move forward. Time to really, I think, let it go and move on with a different outlook, a different attitude. You know, the 6 of Swords is what my mother would call an attitude adjustment. You know what? It's time for a wake-up call. It's an attitude adjustment. You better get busy, okay? That person, project, or idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back, so you can do pretty much anything you want. One more card here, please, for Whitney. Knight of Swords, yes. Charge in, Whitney. The Knight of Swords is very intelligent, intellectual, imaginative, and fast-moving energy. He doesn't stop to think about, what would someone think about what I'm doing. Get after that stuff. The world has your back. Go for it, I think is the message here for you, Whitney. All right, we're going to do just a couple more. It's 10 o'clock, so the road ahead is out now and published. So you can just click off of this and go over to the road ahead when we're finished and see what's in store for the next week. It's going to be an interesting week. I really enjoyed doing those readings. All right, let's see. Anyone else like a card? Anyone else like a card? I think there's a lag in my chat, so bear with me here. Anyone else? All right, Sandy, I was looking at you. I was wondering if you were still here. Sandy. What's happening for Sandy? You are loved. Well, what a wonderful energy, Sandy. You're here for a reason. Don't blank it up. You know, these cards, they lure you in and then they bite. You're here for a reason, Sandy. Don't blank it up. You are loved, okay? So take that love into your heart, into your soul, and really revel in the fact that you are loved and do your best to continue in that vein, okay? Don't blank it up. You're here for a reason. So, I don't know. It's up to you to determine what reason. Is there any further advice for Sandy? Any further advice for Sandy? You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't blank it up. King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, you know, the Seven of Swords, distance. Is there a distance? Did you decide to pull away from something, even though you are loved? You're in whatever that situation is for a reason. Don't blank it up by distancing yourself. And certainly don't blank it up by being deceptive, okay? The Seven of Swords is, you know, sometimes looking back at the decisions we've made, and, you know, we may not feel so good about what we've done and how we've handled things. And deception doesn't have to be an out and out lie. It can be deceiving ourselves. It can be about deceiving others. It can also be, you know, about, being deceived. So your perspective in it, you know, you may have felt you were deceived, and that may not necessarily be the case. They're telling me you are loved again. So it may not be the case that you were deceived and you've grown distant over a situation that may not actually be the real thing, the real situation. Okay, get to the bottom of it. The King of Swords is somebody that investigates and you know, correlates and puts everything into compartments so that he can see exactly where you stand. So you may have been very analytical about the situation and felt you were being deceived, but it's not. I don't think that's really the case. All right. So, you know, you made your decision based on the way you felt, but you are loved. You're here for a reason. Don't blank it up, Sandy. One more card here. How is this finishing for Sandy? The Hermit, the Virgo card. Now we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here, and Virgo. They're telling me to do the sign. So there may be a Virgo or an air sign involved in this. The Hermit, this is truly on your path for a reason. Okay, this is divinely guided. The Hermit is the seeker. So, you know, if it doesn't feel like what you're looking for, investigate and really get to the bottom of where you see where you feel it's not right, where you feel it's not true, where you feel there's a little bit of mistrust. Get to the bottom of it, okay? Investigate it and find, I think, your common path with whoever this is. You are loved. You're here for a reason. Don't blank it up. It's on your path, Sandy. All right. Let's see. How long have we been here? We've been here about an hour. I love it. Thank you so very much, everyone, for being here. I truly appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be working on the January readings very shortly. I'll have those up most likely Christmas Day, 25th. I may even do a live that day. It's kind of an emotional day for many people, me included. Let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Well, Sandy, we get what we need to hear, right? Angel Baby. Let's pull a card for you. Angel Baby. Okay, Angel Baby, get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. Do something good for humanity. Now, I'm not saying that you're not doing anything good for humanity. The card is telling you to do more, okay? The card is telling you to, hey, maybe work at a soup kitchen for a day or two. You know, help people clean out your closet, that kind of thing. Help people. Give back. Do good for humanity. You know, we are coming into that age of Aquarius, is what many people are calling it, that Saturn-Jupiter conjunction at 0 degrees Aquarius on the solstice, the 21st. It's going to be impactful, and it's all about giving back. That's what Aquarius is about. It's about humanity and caring for others, and really feeling like, you know, it's a give and take. Everything is connected. Get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. This is, who am I talking to? I think it's Angel Baby, right? So it's about getting back out and getting involved. Help people, give back, do good for humanity. Angel Baby. There's a lot of cards here. There's a lot. That one, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil. The Knight of Cups and the Devil. So, you know, it's about seeing the big picture, and, you know, not everything is your responsibility, but we all have a responsibility to give back to further our own lives, okay? You don't get anywhere by yourself. You get there with the connections that we make and giving back, the give and take, okay? So take a look at the big picture here, Angel Baby. What is truly on your path? And don't let your ego get in the way. I can't do that. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm here for. You know, we all have different aspects, and I wasn't joking about the soup kitchen. Sometimes we need to get humble. Knight of Cups. Express your love. Express your emotions. Your heartfelt. I think your heartfelt connection to humanity here. The Strength card, and I think you're going to gain. I think you're going to derive your strength from the overwhelming emotion that comes from giving back. Okay, that helps bolster you and fortify you for the next steps in your life by giving back to others. You have to be really courageous sometimes to step in and be as humble as this is calling you to be. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. Get over yourself and pull your stuff together. Angel Baby. All right, one last card here, please. Who's next? Who's the last on my list? All right. Joanne. You're welcome, Angel Baby. Joanne. Joanne, blanking apologize. Seriously, just do it. What do we have going on, Joanne? What is it you need to maybe apologize for? Are you apologizing to yourself? That's always a possibility, right? Give yourself some grace, too. Seriously, just do it. Apologize, Joanne, the Hanged Man. Stop looking at it. Stop waiting on it. Stop holding yourself on the outside of it, okay? This is voluntary. The Hanged Man, you're keeping yourself in limbo. If you just apologize, whether it's to someone, a situation, or even to yourself, if you just do it, you're going to free yourself from this limbo. Death card. So, you may have to apologize for the way things ended, for how it ended, for why you ended it, for whatever has changed, whatever the transition that you're going through. But if you can apologize, if you can own it, if you can own up to it and atone for it, you're going to be able to move forward. King of Cups, King of Cups is someone that is emotionally reserved, Joanne. He's someone that really doesn't like to get involved in the drama. And you might have stepped back from it because you didn't want to get involved when someone maybe needed you to get involved. And maybe that's where the apology comes in. But our King of Cups is also a very kind and compassionate, nurturing individual, someone that's very generous. And sometimes, forgiveness is a generosity we withhold from ourselves. So forgive yourself, apologize. Maybe it's on the external too with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But at the same time, seriously, just do it. Joanne. All right, my friends, thank you so very much for being with me. I truly appreciate you spending all this time with me today. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell because these pop-up lives do come out very soon. I'm going to be using this deck next. This is the Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards, and don't be misled. It is not all about soulmates. Life is tough, but so are you, is this message. So, you know what? I think I might be doing that Sunday night. So mark your calendar, Sunday night, maybe 7:30. All right. Thanks very much, people. Appreciate you being with me, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Don't forget, the road ahead is up and live right now. Bye, guys. Thanks.